Sorry about that. Give me a minute. Okay, one moment. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. I have no idea why my thingamajig is being weird. Um, uh, uh, Okay. Okay, that's still working. Let me just quickly finish eating, and we will get started. Okay. Uh. Okay, and we just need to start the category. Writing and reading. Grab that. Grab that. While you might have some grand plans of traveling to other with your flying ship or trade, espionage, or even battle, the simple said the truth. It doesn't make sense to I up resources. have resources in such distant at least some proof of their reality. Have some proof. And really, it was so. Was it really a good idea to tie up such valuable resources into tie up such valuable resources in long range expedition when there was an entirely unexplored land sitting right up against your borders. Yeah. And it hasn't been the first time something dangerous has. The thing is your first known case, but there have. But you know for a fact there are creatures along the borders that cannot be remembered. Uh, Hunter apparently wrangled another one to give you as a gift. Whether this was simply a case of and no one really where who got some of the things they it was generally assumed that they had been scavenging remnants from the from the depths of the capital waste. But Parts of ancient dating from dating from before the that there you have no you have plenty of that the capitalists are not like us. Lifeless. Let's Right. And at least at least enough to support the suspicion that things are escaping within it. Within it. Given the dangers around addition. Might have been excusable, but an error. Okay. It is probably best to. Let's see. It's probably for the best of such things. Under. For the best too. Get things out of the way before involved in the more distant areas. Oh, how are you, Luca? You want the Navy? You want the Shirakumo? I think it's the no. It's, which one's the fastest? Lower. Sorry, Michi. Nice to hear. Ooh. Yeah, I remember you talking about it. This Ormichi is the... oh. Oh, boy. How's it been going? Choice. The fastest. Flying ship. The most likely to be able to get out of trouble should anything happen. With no serious cargo requirements, and it is Hey Muffin, how you doing? How are the spiders? A little bit, mostly fine. Just in the middle of like a handful of things. So yeah, work's been messy. I'm pretty. It's like the group that I'm working with want to shove AI into things because of the AI boom, and it's just like, it sounds like you don't even know what you want to do. Like their requirements are so badly written now. No serious cargo requirements. Even the limited carrying capacity of the should have a minimum on the really what matters more, what you intend to do. Calling upon lonely and any historians that you can access to ensure. Hold on. Ooh, yeah, I get that. I had an instant like that a few weeks ago, where I just randomly woke up at like 5 a.m. And then I couldn't go back to sleep because, you know, calling upon us only any historians can access to in short order. You start to put together a map of what must have existed within the capital waste. Prior to oh, I've never had that. Usually when I'm dealing with something, it's just like my sinuses completely fill up. So my mouth feels completely dry since I can't breathe through anything out of my so I breathe through my nose at all. Which probably doesn't help because I'm also hacking up my lungs. Uh you start to put that in a map of must have prior to its this there likely isn't much, but if it so there likely isn't much, but it is possible that life is much, but it is possible that yeah, soundtrack's always pretty dope. But yeah, I still haven't played Heartbound because I want to play it once I get my next model, and that's still waiting on several things really. I'm getting to the point where where I'm starting to think that I might just have to invest in some stuff on that end. I mean, I have I want to re-rig this model, possibly redraw it entirely, and then I want to I want to get my other model painted and rigged. Are you talking about this model? There likely isn't much, but it is possible that. It's missing the eye hole. Let's say the eye that goes inside the end of the tail. The idea kind of is that it's able, say, it has the ability to move that eye close to things that it cares about, and the rigging idea is that the eye on the tail is going to try and point to wherever the mouse is, on the key, on the on the screen. When it isn't just randomly looking around for a bit. Likely isn't much, but it's possible. That's unfortunate. At least your tongue will heal quickly. Good thing about it being a tongue. Upon us and DNA much, but it is possible that there are perhaps even likely, given what you know about these enchanting objects to be more durable. Yeah, the inside of your mouth is one of the areas that heals the fastest from injuries. Actually, let me confirm that before I just go around spouting misinformation. Mouth heals. Does the mouth heal quickly from injuries? Azan Lee is your yeah. Azan Lee is the first autonomous puppet you made. They're basically like a VI that is focused on being a personal assistant. They handle things like secretarial duties, managing archive records, and generally doing a bunch of other stuff. But yeah, wounds in the oral cavity heal faster and and with less scarring than wounds in other parts of the body. On NIH.gov PubMed, National National Library of Medicine. It's Chinese for something. I don't remember. But yeah, I have confirmed that I was not spreading misinformation. Wounds in the mouth heal faster. Which is? And of course, the results or surveys into the calculators. While you are loath to do any new ones, given the risks. Yep. It is really irritating. But those usually go away in about a day if you're careful. Bit of a long day, but while you're loath to do any new ones given the risk is associated with it, you can. I'm actually very tempted to run over to the kitchen and grab a monster. While you're loath to do any new ones. Oh. I mean, I guess it's getting close to the 100% predicted precipitation for me in the next few weeks. Let's see. What's the weather like? It is 100% cloudy, and there isn't even a predicted rain. There is just expected rainfall. Oh yeah, so it's okay, no, here it is. 60 to 95% precipitation. Do you know what the percentage precipitation means? Because it doesn't actually mean what a lot of people think it means. Predicted precipitation is not the chance that it will rain in your location for the course of the forecast, right? Expected precipitation is the percentage chance that you will be rained on during the course of next forecast. It's taking the area that you're in, the percentage chance of there being rain in any specific, across, say, in the area, and then the percentage of that area that, it maps both, the percentage of rain in, each specific spot and then averages them together. So it's not just a percentage chance of if there will be rain, it is a percentage chance if that you will be in the area of your in the part of the area that's raining, right? Like what area will be covered with rain. So it's it works out to kind of the same thing, but you have to recognize that even if it says that there's a 50% chance of rain, it's not saying that, oh, you personally have a 50% chance of rain. It is that within this area, on average, any particular spot has a 50% chance of being rained on. So that could be half place has 100% chance, and and the other half has 0. So, yeah. It should only get it down to the country. So, so I'm mostly fine with, that. Just like don't post it in chat or anything. You can like whisper it to me if you want. Well, you're loath to do any new ones given the risk associated with it. You can... Well, you're loath doing... given which get research. Yes. Well, you loaded me. You still have some detailed notes on the locations, the creatures spotted before that encounter with you. Given the reasons associated. Where are reasons? I mean, given the risks associated with it, is perfectly fine because that is specifically referencing the Feng Zhu. Sefengju, which is uh, uh, several seemed at least somewhat so so they yeah. You're right. I'm just trying to figure out what they would be. Good ideas. Oh, so they would be other useful of interest. It doesn't take you long to assemble something of a reasonable glide path for your expedition, and one that should at least give you an opportunity. See if there is anything immediately apparent as dangerous. Right now, some crappy little keyboard because I haven't gotten off my ass and finished my custom keyboard. I have designs for it, but like, I got really close to finishing it once, and then I accidentally wired a couple of things backwards, and now I've been kind of stuck when it comes to actually finishing it. I'm gonna try again once I'm done with some of my current projects. And yeah. Maybe? I mean, I got Gateron Browns. These things. No, not these things, the brown ones. I got these things for my switches. So yeah. So analog? Are you talking about like those old PS2 keyboards? And I'm not aware, unfortunately. Oh, no, I have not heard of that. Oh, something of a fight time. Still, you aren't. No, sorry. There are far unknown. You believe that they should be safe that far up in. But you also. Yeah. If that is truly. But you also thought that the. So you also thought that observations via the landed. It was landed clan. Via that examinations via the observation post was safe. The thing might be like no night. So might not be able to fly, but it is possible that there are creatures within the space that could. Unlikely, you think, but possible. Still, the fact that such creatures have been spotted while the fact that such creatures have not been spotted the wider so in the rest of the should mean that these guys are safe. It is possible. It is plausible that there is some other reason for them to avoid ranging too far. As such, Some other reason for them to avoid raging too far. You can't assume that any team you send out will be safe, will be protected. Which means ranging for some defenders. Shooting is an obvious. So even his skills use would be hampered without children present, and you have no interest placing one of them in enough danger to make it to injure. There are a few combatants among the Karasumi and Tsubasa, but neither. But you don't know very many. Would be well suited to operating on board said board. Really? You aren't actually all that well acquainted with any of the um Uh, let's see. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna be right back after I grab a monster. Not the monster. But apparently I do need to do one thing. I shall be right back. Here we go. Let's get started. What am I missing? What am I missing? I forgot to turn that. Oh wait, no, I didn't. That should be on. Okay. Really, you aren't all that welcome to any of the more combat capable members of the people who now rule, which is something that you should really get around to attending. A/N. This didn't actually need to be a major. And spending isn't really. In this case, in such cases, as in this one, I will be progressing it along the least controversial path of progress for to the obvious path forward, or to getting. So once you have completed the let's see. So once you establish a basic flight plan, let's see. Want to establish basic flight plan and began work assigned admirals of the logistics. Figure out. You began arranging meetings with members, with the combat things of the clans you now. And it does not take all that long. Despite the size of your clans, compared to other magical groups, the truth is, even with even counting your various vassals, there are less than 10,000 of your given that neither of your clans are particularly militarily inclined. There are less than 50 50 people across both clans that have dedicated themselves to the art of war. There are others are capable of significant violence, and the base clan training does mean that practically anyone is decent enough, right? Uh, baseline. But the real threats, given the nature of the mission, they likely wouldn't be able to do anything. Anyone that is capable of causing problems for a fly, say for a so, in fact, given the given the let's see. In fact, given the proposed combat environment, even fewer of them would be appropriate combatants. Kaijin would be extremely ill-suited to such a battlefield. After all, still, you do manage find a few decent options. Maltese, black, bro. Asa is an extremely skilled he, who has honed her skill with bows. With bows and arrows specifically. Able to not just able to fire even when moving at moving at speed, and even make minor corrections to her projectiles. Cinema thing. Okay, I don't need to change anything with Suda. Gods, look at all of those damned ads. Swedish. Subrosa is another skill winning. Another member of the another fighter. The one that isn't is not quite the one that has lent more on her agility than her general speed. Paired with her incredibly using her clan arts in conjunction, incredibly fast played. She is an immensely rapid. While she can't fly, she has some limited aerial mobility that should make for a decent option in when it comes to defending the ship. We want Ibarra is an interesting option, and capable of and has a particularly interesting take on combat. Part of the team that created the defenses, eventually created the uh, that eventually became the stabbing steel nettle. He has continued along that path, experimenting with ways to create animated constructs. Constructs of steel, so wood and steel. It gives him some useful defensive options and just enough range that he might be able to maintain a reasonable defense. According to the picker wheel, women like to kill. Tetsu Karasumi is little unsettling. As her art seems to have been inspired by what happened to that assassin that attacked you. Moto. She seems quite interested in learning how to replicate that specific event. While she hasn't quite been able to do it, she can. She appears. So she has found ways to rapidly entomb her targets in incredibly durable layer of lacquer. It has let's do Spanish. Oh, I could do Greek. I'll do Greek. ETS Tsubasa is not the best combatant of your shortlist, but he is one. So he does say, but one aspect of his skill set does stand out quite a bit. All that's left is picking one of these guys in a minor action, and that will say I will presume you need to send them off on the mission, unless I stated. He is an excellent lookout. Extremely observant, with uncanny night vision that has only gotten better as he began to follow. So as he chose to follow maybe. Crossing T's. Oh God, Lord. Observant. Post reply. Why am I so drowsy? Bonds Beyond Blood research is cheap enough. Okay, here we go. So we know this. I know we got magical knowledge upgraded to 12. Gods, my brain is like tick 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 tick. Roll. Roll! 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 And what was the thingamajig? It was... Blah, 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 blah. 28, so it'd be 56 hundo. 6 hundo. Oh, yeah. 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 So dice. 48 hundo. Hundo. Da-da-da-da. Yep. 56 hundo. Yep. Yeah, I need to fix that in the vote thingamajig later. 2800. Let's see. You are on the verge of success, and you. Oh no. With the important things, Del clear the way. You decide to finally crack those final barriers. That's it between that sits between you and this currently untapped well. You continue with scaling experiment using the scaling experiments. You continue to and uncover some finally completing the model of the leaf, and in doing so inform that you seem to somehow be able to pick up on ooh. Always fun. Always fun. Features that you can't even see through the microscope. In fact, yeah, I still haven't gone back to Silksong because I need to finish. I want to beat Pantheon 5 first, but I don't have the time. Hopefully, I'll have time this weekend since I've shifted Mercenary Clan Quest to 5 updates a week instead of 7. Ooh. How'd it go? Features a or at least make out the blurry, the faint blurry blobs do suggest there is something that matches. Do it. Or maybe just take a short break. I beat Path of Pain in like less than 2 hours after I took like a month-long break. Like literally, when I finally came back to Hollow Knight, first thing I did was go back to Path of Pain, and I just like completely finished it in that first session. There is something there that matches up with the minuscule feature of your real let's see how it goes. Ooh. Yeah. I mean, some people definitely do enjoy the whole boss rush run back kind of thing. But that's definitely not me. The faint blurry blobs do suggest there is something there that matches up with the minuscule features of your models. Like, what would be interesting, I feel, is like if there were different modes. So like, I'm actually thinking of going back to this game that I want to make. Now that I've retooled some of my, so I've redone some of my expectations for it, and there is going to be some combat stuff, and I think what I'm going to do is that the difficulty is going to be going to change like 3 things, right? So the game is like has a secondary combat mode. So there's like there are different things you can do. There's like a cozy sim game that has like econ options and also a combat area and also exploration and also multiplayer stuff, because it's actually a proof of concept for for a thing that I want to make, that I want to be able to distribute. But for the combat mode, I'm thinking there'll be a few bosses, but like the difficulty will not just be that, hey, the bosses get like a few different attacks and like improved AI. There's also availability of certain things like healing checkpoints and safe spaces from attacks. So there'll be certain rooms in the map that will exist in easier difficulties but won't exist in higher difficulties, right? So things like corridors connecting arenas together, or rest stops where you can save and respawn, things like that. Blurry blobs just suggest that there is something there that matches up with minuscule features of your models. You personally don't. Ooh. Uh, uh, mm, something much loving is from future. Personally, don't think that it is worth pressing. Um, um, uh, these few models also have given, I'll say, gave you enough experience with the basics, say with the fundamentals of such magic, that you were even able to take it a little further, creating a model, a minuscule section of your own flesh. You have no way confirming that such a thing. But you have some confidence in your magic now, and this seems and what you see is really interesting. Your body appears to be made of tiny little bubbles with what strange creatures within them. You had always assumed that you were singular, but perhaps not. It is rather confusing. Uh, uh, hmm. Hmm. Rather confusing. Not quite that. This knowledge, alone would, be the basis of some aspects of magical. What is? You make your next discovery when you examine, when you try, when you try and apply your magic to other things. That specifically a collection of poison that are known to cause rot in the body. They see as you finish creating these strange shapes your magic demands of you. You note that they seem to have certain structures that remind you of things you see. The bubbles that you of things that in the bubbles you made that you made previously. And indeed, it seems that they interlock, so that they interact, so that they mesh together quite well. And the better the mesh, the better the more powerful the toxin is. So, fire, feel intriguing. What you have stumbled onto, which is still the physical world is only one half of the equation. Magic is the other, and you have a very have a solid idea of how to experiment with this. Yanjing's magical webs, magical threads, are a structure you know quite well. And while it takes you a while to get an idea of the feelings that emerge as you try and make a physical model of the webs you know quite well, It is let's see. Nanjing's magical threads are a structure you know quite well. While it takes you a while to get an idea of the feelings that emerge as you try make a physical model of the webs you know quite well, is possible, if rather more difficult than eventually you find a medium that is somewhat acceptable. Felt. It is an entirely new art to you. And you are quite slow at it. But being able to tease together threads dyed in a variety of colors proves to be the best you have, representing the complex networks networks of complicated magic. The other thing that proves quite and the system applies surprisingly well in reverse. These blobs of strange magic are relatively decent at say of strange fiber are actually somewhat decent at generating the magical constructs they depict. Though uh, though they are still quite delicate and even minor damage can ruin their efficacy. Still, you now have a multicolored glowing ball in the middle, say, hung inside a lantern. That is capable of operating off of ambient magical. It is when you try and model soul, you finally divination analysis. Even with your magic, what you create is a crude approach. What you know exists in the mirror. But paired with the finally crack the basis. What brought all together? Paired with simple maps of the old empire, you are able to however, it is when you try bridge the two aspects that you have the most difficulty. A soul is an infinite. Contains endless complexity, and you have little capability of depicting the true nature of it. Still, you push on, and finally, still, you find one way making progress. While you can't depict the whole, You can depict infinitesimally small portions of it. Things like its crude relation to the old empire, allowing you to get a sense of how things are connected to other things. And via the use of paint on copies of a map of the continent. Poetry seems is your best option when it comes to getting a crude sense of people. It is extremely vague, but you are able to get a simple sense of what someone you can observe based on the words you find yourself inspired to write, including things had no idea of knowing. It's a slow and focus intensive process, but let's say, and you only get a rough idea of the things most central to their person, so their own identity. But it is a crucial mark of success. I need to report that asshole. That you haven't been able to replicate your prof painting, but you also get the feeling that it might be, but that may simply be due to a lack of equal connection that you share with your subjects. Let's see. Share, share with subjects of your later work, which means this might simply be a matter of skill. B/B gained informational magical knowledge gets upgraded to 30.30 plus 200. Psychometry gets updated to We got 2. Derek workings gets updated to 16.8 and 32. That one. Realistic model. 3.3 plus 33. Looks like you are going to need to pick new project. I'll see if I can get the list updated before the vote opens on Friday. And let's leave that in backlog 0. Tomorrow. On to the other writing project. The minuscule shift theme would be a significant cause of concern, and that was ignoring the foundation settling under the tower. They would need to spend some time over the figure how to send back a fix. With any luck, which should mean that the anti-air performance would be in line with expectations. After an initial security check, Jim was jostled from it. But as they began to make their way, their raised eyebrows at the armor vest. Armored carrier generator harness that was within that they wore under their jacket, but as it passed the X-ray machines and the chemical. What's the name of that thing in the computer? God, I really hate the and the swab on the scannerizer. They were willing to accept it as a piece of personal honor. The radiation shielding on the projector nodes would be enough to keep any of the more sensitive, to prevent any of the more sensitive from being the university was from there it was on to the first step of the tour, the library. A squat armored building. It was it still held there were clear blocks where sections of the armor were replaced, with no attempt made to hide the immense destruction that this thing had survived. Yes. As they entered, Number third. Waved in the direction of the second of the armor block in the center of the building. Center of the armored pillar that dominated the center. That is one. So that is one of the one of the major benefits of studying at BTU. Due to the instruction of so due to the deny due to Due to the architectural decisions behind the construction our university, our copy of our Prometheus database terminal survived largely unscathed. If that, my apologies. If I come across as a big then I'm assuming this has to do Prometheus Publishing Incorporated. It is Prometheus Publishing, right? Okay. Gertrude. Waved them. Waved their. Okay. You are correct. Prometheus Incorporated and their subsidiaries made use of terminals to as local their subsidiaries made as digital libraries and the basis for their world printing houses. Actually, I was quite surprised to see one here. Wait. Stray up her cheeks still a little pink. Well, we said this is technically a satellite terminal Um, satellite terminal. That was arranged to be a piece to the one that existed in the old Bowling Grand. Old Grand line of Bowling. However, so, when it became clear that the other library ran that one, however, was destroyed. And we were able to last out. So, between our distance in the city center and some luck when it came to fighting off the that had taken the skies of Bolin. We were able to withstand the handful of horror. So the two artillery shots that actually impacted the university without losing the cash. In fact, much of the older volumes that exist in the are actually restored from the from this very unit. She nodded. This is this was one of the key sources. So this was where the technical manuals for the Lyran mechs Certain flash mode. Were rediscovered following the first succession war. We have a number of copies. So, we have now have one of the most complete collections of technical it comes to not only next documentation surrounding not only mechs but also vehicles and artillery. Not only mechs but also and equipment. In the inner sphere. Nodded. She print. We we both smile. Excited. So, would we get access? She seemed negotiation. Once your student access to the technical documentation will wait for your for you to say for your official enrollment. But if you are interested in in light reading, I suppose we could arrange something. Well, I did forget to follow up with about if they had access to any copies of Beyond the Veil. It turned out that the university indeed did. A full 3 books from the series that Jun had never seen before. Getting copies of them for later had cost few. It cost close to 100 needles. But in addition to the bioid, bioid moon. Getting copies of them for later approval. Books. The series Jun likes is called. The copy said the title they read in the port is Bioid Moon. And they picked up 3 copies. The 3 other books. Custom for later. It was definitely worth. We will have to come back and see for to pick those. They will they will be bundled along with the copies of the for the classes. Copies of the study for that we can take that you are just with the study pack that we have cleared. The next step was one of the outdoor maintenance. A large open area, so a large dirt covered by a raised roof, suspended, suspended, I think, by a column. A few dozen were so we're following instructor who who follow an instructor as he called out his sign. This is one of the so this is one of our vehicle main We have a close relation, the militia training camp. They were with the hold with the Bolin planetary militia, and really do the maintenance for all of their equipment, both vehicular and not. And the Donegal gods. They provide us with real combat grade. They with machines that have operated in line duty to ensure that we can continue to provide the highest level of training. They made their way through several other areas, eventually passing by a visibly newer building. This seems what is this place about? That's the Gerhard optional. I saw the plaque in the hall. He was the one who found out how to repair those optical array. He actually donated quite a bit to B2 in his later years. Now that his now that he has another since his in fact, one of the to study. Because of his we have only recently completed the renovations and rebuild that he financed, and the university is in better shape than it has ever been. Is that why I have to have All of the computer science division has seen some significant overhaul due to our partnership with Gerhard Optronic. Declare in fact, we have some of the. In fact, we have the largest civilian computing node within 2 jumps. It is a recent thing that we are excited by, since it will give allow us to expand our our partnerships with beyond beyond it is part of our coming with the entertainment. It's great. Our computers are but there are very few computers with the majesty. No, there are very few. There are very few civilian computing nodes capable of doing the to generate visual effects for holovids. reasonable time frame. And there are several videos looking to use our spare processing capability for, say, as a render or thoughts. Render farm. To render farm. Perhaps one day soon, you will see holovids that have been generated here in Poland. Okay, we're on track for another role. Another role. In this chapter, I assume you have I think the only thing left let's move this over here. I need to figure out some names for Pass Twice Shy. But yeah, that's all for today, folks. Find someone to raid. I actually feel like raiding anyone. I actually kind of don't.